Hi, I'm Sophie, and welcome to my world. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. Now, if you had a great New Year's, possibly you had some champagne at your New Year's party or your New Year's celebration. And if you did, then you're going to have some champagne corks left over. And that's why I have got the most adorable little craft for you. It is a champagne cork mouse. And I'm going to teach you how to make him right now. For this project, you will need a champagne cork, a regular cork, 20-pound 19-gauge wire, needle nose pliers, 5 ball end straight pins, wire cutters, yarn, ribbon, fabric, or yarn ribbon, hot glue, a box cutter or X-Acto knife, scissors, and a cutting surface. We're just going to cut 3 pieces. So we've got our 3 pieces here, and I'm going to take my needle nose pliers and place them right at the very end and roll, roll, roll to make like a fiddlehead. And then with my needle nose pliers, I'm just going to pop those up like that. So I'm going to do 2 of these. So I end up with 2 little fiddleheads just like that. And then the other one, remaining one, I'm going to leave long. These are going to be the legs, that's going to be the tail. So starting with the body, we're going to add our ears and then we'll add these pieces. So to make the ears, what I'm going to do is take an X-Acto knife, or a box cutter in this case, and I'm going to pull the blade all the way out. The box cutter, I find, is a really, really good tool to use for this as opposed to an X-Acto knife. But you could do this with an X-Acto knife as well. We're going to cut about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch. And the best way that I found with corks is you just kind of place it in there and then roll your cork. And it should cut right through. So I've got 2 of those. And the next thing I'm going to do is, in this case, I'm going to inset the ears. So what I'm going to do is take my little ear, kind of get a sense of what the width is here. I'm going to put a little cut here. Be very careful with your fingers, of course. And then I'm going to measure, put another little cut right about here. Now I'm going to kind of come in at an angle on either side, and you can pull your box cutter in a little bit just to make sure that it doesn't cut you. But see, now I've got a little hole in there that I can place the ear. And using some hot glue here, just going to put a little bead of hot glue right there. And slide your ear in. And I've already got my other side cut, so I'm just going to take my hot glue, put my hot glue there, and slide the ear in. This is definitely something that an adult should do, not a child. So let's add the face. To do that, we're going to use our ball pins. And I'm going to take 1 ball pin here, and using the wire cutters, I'm just going to cut so that I leave about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch from the top. And just place that right in the center. And there's your nose. Now we're going to give him 2 eyes. There we go. And there's his little face. Now let's add these fabulous legs. Make him stand up. So for this, we're just going to take our first leg. We're going to go for the front, planning it kind of towards the front here, and just push those on in. And on the other side, push that on in. Now, the reason that he has to have a tail, and this is very, very important, is because without the tail, he will fall over. Now, I'm going to adjust these little legs here. Remember, we've got that fiddle thing going on, so I'm just going to fiddle them a little bit tighter. There he goes. And now to add his arms, we're just going to use 2 more of these little ball pins. Stick it in, and they bend very nicely. And last but not least, so he doesn't get cold outside, since it is chilly, we're going to add a little scarf. Now, I was able to find this amazing woven ribbon. It's kind of like scarf fabric ribbon, which I absolutely love. But you could use whatever you find in your store. Just regular ribbon works. Or you could do some finger knitting if you wanted to. Just do some yarn. And that just gets a nice little simple tie there. Just so it looks like a regular, fabulous scarf. And there you have it, your very own champagne cork mouse. Now, I have a he right here, but I also am going to teach you how to make a she. But you got to come back for that one. So make sure that you check back next week because he is going to get a she. For more great ideas, check us out at Sophie-World.com.